Hello and good day. So what we've got here is a little more progress. The forms got pulled, and here is the foundation of the house. And I'll tell you what we got going on. So this perimeter piping runs just on top of the footing and is for all the downspouts on the house. And so you'll see that they run the entire perimeter and they get tied in, and then that will go to a low point somewhere down here, okay? And then on top of the foundation, we've actually got a little bit of foam. This foam is just a air sealant, and it also protects the timber from moisture that migrates through the concrete. So it actually does two things. Then you've got pressure treated timber that runs on top here, and then of course it is got a flat washer and bolted to the foundation. The rebar runs through the entire depth of the foundation all the way to the footing, and so your house is tied in via rebar all the way to the footing. So that's what we've got going on today. And then in the foundation, this is one of the, I think looking at construction through all phases is super interesting. So in all the low points of the crawl space, you can see here that we've got drains. Now those drains stay open. So that way, if water ever migrates into the crawl space, and really crawl spaces in the Pacific Northwest, you should say when water migrates into the crawl space, because we have the land that starts up here and slopes towards the foundation down here. We're going to do what we can to mitigate any moisture, any water from entering the crawl space, but because we have all that land that slopes towards the foundation, it is very possible that we'll end up with water at some point in time in the foundation. Well, we have low point drains. We have one here, we have one on the far side, we have one over there. So every section of this crawl space has a low point drain. And that low point drain goes all the way through the entire foundation, and on the far side of the foundation there's actually a hole in the footing, and that has a flapper, and that flapper will allow the water to go out and drain to a low point out in the field over here, and the flapper keeps any water and, more importantly, any rodents from entering the crawl space. So that's what we've got going on today. You can see the far side of the foundation here. This is where our low point drain is going to be. I'll show that to you. We're going to actually have a trench that'll pick up this drain plus one from the pool house. It'll go out here and across the way and out into the field. And there'll be a flapper out there and a flapper here. So we'll have two flappers just to make sure we don't have any issues with rodents. Okay? You can clearly see those drains now. That's what's going on today. Super exciting. And tomorrow we should actually start seeing the floor and all the joisting for the floor. The guys are busy doing all the rim joists, and then they'll get started on the interior, and they'll start building the pony walls, and then they'll work on the floors.